What's going on YouTube? What's up boys and girls? Welcome to another Pokemon video right here on youtube.com/thegamelooters. So if you guys have just seen, we just got some brand new DLC information that we're going to be able to get in just a couple of weeks on June 17th. So now that that has been released to the world and we've reacted to it right here, we also have some additional information that the Pokemon Company has launched on their official website. So we're going to go ahead and break down some of the most key important things and check out exactly what they have in store for us. So let's go ahead and check that out. Also too, hey, how are you? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We want to have you part of our Pokemon community over here on youtube.com/thegamelooters with me, Dom. It's going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and check this out over here. So first and foremost, let's just kind of go in order here. So let's go ahead and let's check out what they have for us with the Isle of Armor. So immediately with the Isle of Armor here, they talk about the first expansion pass that we're going to get, and they highlight some of the different areas that we're going to see here, which is awesome. Like the dojo, they have this flying over as we see like the Moltres, the new version of Moltres here, which is really cool. They give us a little bit of backstory. They tell us here that the island home is to a dojo for Pokemon battles. You and your Pokemon will train harder to become even stronger under Mustard, the trainer who is the master of the dojo. And then when we go back here, they tell us like what kind of new faces we're gonna face. So obviously the first character we had, which we alluded to, was Mustard, and Mustard is gonna be our mentor. He's gonna be our trainer. He's gonna be the first one that he recognized originally, the champion Leon's talent, and now he's recognizing us because we obviously mollywopped and we wiped the floor with Leon. So now he's gonna take us under his wing. Then they also talk to us here about Clara and Avery here. So depending on which version you have, you probably have already seen these when you got the Slowpoke, the Galarian Slowpoke. But if you have Shield, you'll be talking to Avery. She'll be one of the trainers that kind of is going along with you. And if you have Sword, then you'll have Clara be part of yours here. She's definitely the cute one. She's the one that I would choose personally. I have both Sword and Shield, and honestly, I might go with the Sword on this one just because of her as a character. She's awesome. Then we have Peony here, but Peony we're not going to see until a little bit later right now, because right now, obviously, like I said, we're getting the Isle of Armor, and then this one's going to be in the Crown Tundra here. The other information that we have here is they talk about new features that are going to be added with the Isle of Armor. So they first and foremost, they talk about some of the new features. So we're going to have new clothing items, which you guys see here, which is super awesome. So we're finally going to get to have our character really be designed a little bit differently. Look at that new shirt there. We're going to be able to have different hairstyles, which is really awesome. I'm so down to have new hairstyles. So they talk about new designs have also been added for the League card. So I personally, I'm in love with my League card, but if you want to have additional things, you're gonna have additional ways to kind of customize your League card, which is really cool. They talk about, let's see, as you progress in adventure, the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, backgrounds, effects, and frames that were not available are going to be added now. So they're probably going to have one kind of bunch added with DLC 1, one bunch added with DLC 2. So just really cool that you can continue to look at it. They also talk about new features here, which is, I don't know if you guys saw in the trailer in my reaction, but the Cramomatic. So the Cramomatic is on the Dojo Island of the Armor. There's going to be a new recycling. So in the forum, that is a device called the Cram-O-Matic. So it's basically a robot version of Cramorant. If you feed it 4 items, it'll combine them and give you a new item in exchange. You can receive a variety of items, including Pokeballs, PP-ups, and different items with different combinations, including rare items, which is super duper awesome. There's also going to be new tutor moves. There's going to be new tutor moves that are going to be available with the Isle of Armor. And then you can obviously have these learn and you can do them in max raid battles. One of the moves is Burning Jealousy. Burning Jealousy is a new fire type move that can be taught starting with the expansion. Then we're going to have Grassy Glide, which my boy over here is about to learn it. Grassy Glide is a new grass type that can be taught again with the start of the expansion. They also talk about Max Soup, which is really cool. So in the trailer, they showed everybody kind of like gathered around in like a table style eating something, and that is exactly what it is. Here it's the Max Soup. So the Max Soup is a special dish made from rare ingredients you can gather. So as you make curry and you do like the Charizard curry, now you're gonna have like this really Max Soup, which is really cool. If Pokemon with great hidden potential drinks it, it'll become a special Pokemon capable of Gigantamax. So Basically, what they're alluding to, guys, is your starter Pokemon. If your starter Pokemon has a hidden ability, which they do, they're going to be able to now Gigantamax. So go ahead and pick your favorite Grookey, get it all evolved, and then you're going to want to feed it the Max Soup, and it's going to be able to take part in this Gigantamaxing, which they show here. A new way to battle. So the Isle of Armor is going to introduce a way to challenge yourself to some new battles with restricted sparring. You'll be limited in what type of Pokemon you can use to force battle under set conditions. Give it a try. So there's going to be new battling. They don't really allude if that's going to be kind of like against me, or if that's just against the computer. It probably just end up being like NPCs in the game. New features added. You're going to be able to explore brand new dens in the Dynamax adventure. So it says team up with 3 other trainers, which is really cool. I'm really excited about this. Team up with 3 other trainers to go into Dynamax adventure. You'll be able to venture into Pokemon dens and even run into Dynamax Pokemon. If you do encounter Dynamax Pokemon during your exploration, you'll need to work together in your teammates. So if you're like me, you probably have spent like a stupid amount of time doing all the Dynamax, and you probably have a lot of the Pokemon you already want to have as far as Dynamax, Gigantamax, all that. But now with new Pokemon coming in like Scyther, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, you're going to be able to encounter a bunch of new Pokemon that are old in this version 2, which really, really excites me as they show off one of our legendaries here. So that's really cool. So that looks super dope. That looks dope. Get ready to take part. So this is what I was really excited about the trailer too. There's going to be a new tournament. So you're going to get ready to take part in the Galarian Star Tournament. So once you progress far enough in your adventure in the Crown Tundra, which is the first one that's dropping later this month, you'll be able to participate in the Galarian Star Tournament held in the city of Winden. You'll be able to battle with various trainers you met in Pokemon Sword and Shield, not just as opponents, but you'll also be able to pick a teammate and tackle the tourney together. So this is super duper dope. So then they kind of talked to us about the content that's planned here. So we're gonna get Cubfu and Urshifu obviously in Isle of Armor. Calyrex, which is the other Pokemon, is going to be dropping in Crown Tundra later this year. Then they kind of go through, the different GMAX forms for like Rillaboom, Cinderace, stuff like that, which is going to be dropping here. New regional forms are going to be in both. New Pokedexes are going to be in both, so we're going to get new Pokemon added in both. Clothing items are going to do it in both. Max Raid battles both. Items really just ours. Tutor moves ours. Restricted sparring battle. And then new co-op play mode later this year, which is super duper exciting. So they kind of map all of that out. Last couple of pieces of information here. We're going to talk about the Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. So we're just going to kind of quickly go through here. So we're going to have new Regis, which is dope. So we have Regikey and we have Regidrago, which is a dragon version, which you see like it has basically like the Charizard skulls, which, I mean, gosh, man, that looks so freaking dope. I cannot wait to get my hands on this Pokemon. Like, that looks sick. Like, this Pokemon is going to be dope. So it's a dragon type. It's 6'11". It's a big Pokemon. Then they have Urshifu, GMAX Urshifu, which again, you're going to be able to figure out like which type you want based on how you're going to be playing here. But they have the Fighting Dark and Fighting Water. I personally am probably going to go with the Water. I really like the way that one looks. They have Calyrex, which they alluded to, but Calyrex is not going to be available till the Crown Tundra later this year. And then we have our new GMAX forms for Cinderace, Inteleon, and Rillaboom here, which is very dope. We're going to be able to get that via the Max Soup. We also have familiar Pokemon getting new GMAX forms, which is our GMAX Venusaur, which looks freaking amazing. Look at that. It looks evil. I love it. With the ability Overgrow, so I can't wait. I love Venusaur. Venusaur is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Then we have GMAX Blastoise with his huge freaking hydro cannons here. He reminds me of one of the Power Ranger turtle shell thing that the Green Ranger had back in the day. But he has a super powerful main cannon. It looks a very sick design, very sick. And then we have Galarian Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. So let's kind of quickly go through these ones. So our Galarian Articuno is psychic and flying now as opposed to ice, which is so freaking dope. I mean, look at him. It looks like a bad bee. Look at him, psychic and flying. And then we have Galarian Zapdos with the ability to Defiant, which is dope. This one, I think Zapdos looks the dopest, in my opinion. It looks like a freaking angry Chocobo. The type is Fighting and Flying, which looks really dope. And then we have Galarian Moltres here, which is Dark and Flying. I think Moltres has always kind of been, but is the least, I don't know. It looks fine. It looks fine here, but this one is Dark and Flying with the ability Berserk, which looks pretty cool too. So they all look cool, but if I had to rate them, I'd say Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres in that order as far as which ones look cooler and not. Then they talk about the new regional forms. Obviously, we saw Galarian Slowbro at the beginning of the video, which is Poison and Psychic with his freaking like water cannon arm, which is dope. And then they talk about all the Pokemon that are coming back. So we get Chansey, which is I hate Chansey, and we get different Pokemon that are finally coming back here. And then we see during the Crown Tundra, we're gonna get another set of Pokemon. So we're finally gonna get Nidoking in the game. I just need to know if Nidoqueen is gonna come in the game. So we're gonna get a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff with this DLC dropping on the 17th. But now, guys, you guys have a job to do. I need to know really what are you guys most excited about during this. During this DLC drop. It drops on the 17th. This is a lot of new information, a lot of new legendaries, a lot of new GMAXs. Go ahead and sound out in the comments down below. What are you most excited about? And right now on screen, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put my reaction to the trailer today on screen. Make sure you guys click on that right now, and make sure you guys hit subscribe and keep right here for more Pokemon content with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.